One ridiculous little roadblock nearly stopped me from turning my health around with clean low carb. If you've ever tried to change how you eat, you might recognize this. Today I'm going to lay out the pros and cons of easing in. Next week I'll talk about going all in. And as I go through these different approaches to changing your diet, think about what your roadblock might be. I'll tell you about mine next week. Now, I know a lot of women over 50 think that changing the way we eat has to be all or nothing, and that our taste buds are set in stone. But we know what we like by now, right? And when we look at this new diet, we think, if I can't be perfect, why even bother trying? Beliefs like this kept me stuck for months before I finally reversed the worst of my cognitive decline simply by changing my food. And now I see these same thoughts keep my daughters, my sisters, my friends stuck too. The truth is, there are two valid methods for changing your diet: easing in or going all in. And the key to success is knowing which path fits your season of life. So today we will begin looking at going the easy approach, easing in. And for a lot of women over 40, 50, 60, this is the only approach that feels doable, right? Changing what we ask, changing what we eat is a huge ask. Food is family. Food is comfort. Food is culture and tradition. Food is celebration and consolation. Most of us were raised on sugar, and we raised our children the same way, on sugar, since infancy, a choice I deeply regret. Have you ever read the ingredients on infant formula or baby's first cereal? But I digress. You're not eating baby food now. You are eating the same familiar favorites you have enjoyed for decades, and you don't want to give them up. So easing in gradually feels sensible, less overwhelming. And honestly, there are real pros to this approach. When you ease in, you get to wake up slowly to this new world of clean low carb. You start noticing what's in your pantry, in your fridge. You start noticing what you've been snacking on mindlessly. You begin to see how often seed oils sneak into your plate. And awareness alone is a powerful step. And you build small wins. Eggs for breakfast, win. Cream in your coffee, win. Swapping a rum and coke for a vodka soda, win. And these changes, they add up. They're the baby steps I wrote about for my daughters. I have a resource, the Low Carb Life Starter Kit, 30 baby steps for clean low carb living. Oh, as I said, I wish I could have a mulligan, a do-over on what I fed my girls. But I can't change that. And heaven knows they don't want advice from mom now. But when they're ready, when their skin or their waistline or their mood or something bothers them enough, these baby steps will be waiting. So, easing in, it does make sense for a lot of women in a lot of seasons of life. It's flexible. It doesn't require a complete kitchen overhaul or an identity shift. You change at your own pace without blowing up your life. But easing in does have drawbacks. While you are easing in, you're still eating addictive foods. So the cravings stay loud. The eat now, eat often signals never quiet down. It can feel like, hey, you're doing something, you're checking the boxes, you're trying, but nothing much is changing. progress is slow. You swap a few habits, but hey, you're still eating the burger on the bun with the seed oil chips on the side. You still order that latte mocha sugartino loaded with the sweet stuff because you haven't reached the point yet of understanding what it's actually doing to you. So you do rack up some wins, but the mindless choices, they still carry the day. And because of this, your payoff is slow. Then life gets busy, and months later, nothing much is different. When I became vocal about clean, low-carb living, my daughters, Lord love them, they each made real progress with a few swaps to appease Mom. Yay! But honestly, they've stalled because they don't have a real why, and therefore they have no real commitment to a new eating plan yet. I'm hopeful. And even if you do have rock-solid commitment, easing in still can stall because you're not breaking your addiction. Sugar, it is addicting. Ultra-processed foods made largely with sugar are addicting. And if you're still eating them in any quantity, your body still craves them. You never reach that beautiful place where your brain is fed and your hunger is calm. And that is the danger of easing in. Next week, I'm going to talk about the opposite path, going all in, and how it surprised me.